You mentioned 2016 a little earlier in the conversation. I'm going to go back to that year. And this is a controversial moment in your career. Politico.
Mm-hmm.
They said that you leaked or you revealed questions to the former DNC chair, Donna Brazile, who then leaked those same questions to Hillary Clinton's camp.
Yeah, I had Donna on my TV One show talking about it. So here's actually what happened. First of all, I never wanted to do a town hall with CNN. Never wanted to do anything with them. I advocated from the beginning we should do our own. We should do a Black-owned media town hall. We didn't need CNN. We didn't need them there with us. And so, to her credit, Joyce Beatty made it clear to the Democrats, y'all gonna do something with Black-owned media outlet. And CNN did not want to do it with anybody. But she said, y'all ain't getting this Ohio town hall unless y'all do it with TV One and Roland Martin. That's what happened. That was Congresswoman Joyce Beatty. So that's how we got a part of it. I never felt that they treated us as an equal partner. They put up, and the deal was this here. They spent $500,000 on the town hall. We spent $50,000. But the reality is, and here's my whole deal. Well, if you look at the profits of CNN, your profits are $1 billion. TV One was doing $100 million in revenue. So $50,000 to TV One was $500,000 to CNN. So it was equal. And so it was. So and I'll never forget when we had to go rehearse. They had me at rehearsal. Jake Tapper wasn't there. And then he came in. They brought him in after the fact. And then, I remember they were rolling the script. And they had he was going to open the show on stage by himself. And I never forget, I told Brad Siegel, our president, I said, be very careful with CNN. I said, when that town hall starts, I better be center stage with CNN. I knew what they were going to try to pull. And what they tried to do was they tried to have him open the town hall by himself. And I was going to be in the wings. And then, brother, I said, hell no. I said, when he opens that town hall, I'm going to be standing right there. I said, I can read from that same damn teleprompter he reading from. And I'll never forget during the rehearsals when it was over, when they told us what was going to happen at the end. So at the end, we're going to toss, there was some town hall documentary they were airing. I was like, well, I'm live from the Student Center tomorrow. I'll mention that. They said, oh, we don't promote other networks. I said, my artists don't give a shit about your documentary. I said, so if y'all gonna mention your stuff, I'm mentioning my stuff. Y'all better put it in the script. And so what ended up happening, straight up. So what ended up happening was D'Angela Proctor was our senior exec. She called Brad. She said, yo, we got a problem. Roland's hot. And I was hot. I said, man, y'all not gonna disrespect us. They didn't even want to let our own TV One photographer into the venue. I said, oh, hell no. Your photographer gets in, our photographer gets in. And I remember when I came back, we had one of the digital guys that was with me. And so we rolled back, and people stopped me at the door, asked me for credentials. I said, you ain't asking Jake or Anderson for no damn credentials. I said, man, let's keep walking. So again, I was not about to be subservient to them. So that was a backstory that folk don't realize what was also going on. And in fact, I remember they ran a promo that morning where our name was in really small, town hall hosted by CNN's Jake Tapper, in really small letters with TV One. You could barely see it. And they had been criticized earlier by ABC for doing the exact same thing. Okay. But they insisted in all of our promos it was equal billing, CNN, TV One, Roland Martin, Jake Tapper. So what I had done is I had reached out to several Black people before the deal saying, hey, I want some Black questions. What would you ask? What would you ask during this town hall? I reached out to Eddie Glaude, Dr. Greg Carr. I remember DeRay. I remember Brittany Packnett, Donna as well. So I reached out to different people. I remember working with them on, I remember Eddie sent this long ass question. I'm like, Eddie, we got to edit this question. And so we worked back and forth. And so that was one of the education questions I submitted. And so Donna decided to reveal the question. That to me was problematic. It was wrong because it was an infringement on our friendship, which I felt was more important than her role with the DNC. Her friendship with Hillary did not matter. Roland did not say, Donna, send this. Never would. First of all, the only reason CNN wanted us to submit questions, I normally don't even write questions. I don't sit down and write questions. I ask my questions in the moment. When I did the town hall with Hillary Clinton at Claflin. That's what I did. I didn't write questions. I allowed the moment to sort of drive what I do. But that's what happened. She sent the question. I don't care if it was revealed in the WikiLeaks. The question should have never been sent. But again, as I said, I talked to multiple people about what questions you would want asked, what would you like to ask, and that's how I put together a list of questions. All the other people, nobody else revealed any of the questions. She did. That was absolutely wrong. And there's no doubt that doing that had an impact on our relationship. No doubt whatsoever.
What was it? What would you say her motivation was to?
Good. She was looking out for her candidate. She was the DNC chair, and that was the deal. But here's the deal. Roles reverse. If Donna gave something to me in confidence, I would not have revealed it to anybody because that's the relationship. When you have a relationship with somebody, you don't share those things. I don't care who it is. I don't care. I had relationships with many people in the Obama administration. If Obama asked me something about one of those people, I don't care who he is. I would not have revealed something somebody else told me. Would not have done it. So, but that's what happened. There were multiple people who I was communicating with about questions, and we worked on those questions, and that's actually what happened. Did I reveal it? Hell no. Would I have ever revealed it? Hell no. I didn't even want to write any questions. I didn't want to write any questions. Ask anybody. I don't do questions. Any interview that I do, I don't sit down. I'm not sitting down. No, that's not how I operate. But that's what happened. And it was absolutely wrong. It was absolutely wrong. And she came on my show, my TV One show, explain what she did, how it was wrong, but not at any. And now, has it hurt me? Of course it's hurt me. Of course people, oh my God, he revealed it. Nope. Ain't no way in hell would I reveal questions to Hillary Clinton. Man, listen. Michael Irvin was convicted. This is people need to understand. Michael Irvin pled guilty. I broke the Michael Irvin drug story when I was at KKDA Radio, when he got busted with the drugs in the hotel room with Alfredo Roberts, Jasmine Nabwangu, Angela Beck. Still know the names. So I broke that story at KKDA Radio. And I never forget when Michael pled nolo contendere, and he did the plea bargain. And I remember we reached out to Reverend Tony Evans, wanted to interview him at KKDA Radio. And Reverend Tony Evans' secretary asked me to submit questions to Reverend Tony Evans. And I said, absolutely not. Bruh, that's in the 90s. You actually think I'm going to submit some damn questions to the Hillary Clinton campaign? Nah, that was Donna, and it was absolutely wrong. That's what happened.
Okay, so needless to say, you're not being invited to any of Donna Brazile's Christmas parties. I've seen Donna communicate, but has our relationship changed? Of course it has. But I'm gonna be honest with you. just as a spectator. I mean, we love both of you guys, and we loved you both as CNN and what you guys did for the community. So it's kind of sad to hear how it really went down.
Yeah, that's what happened. But the deal is, it should not have happened. I don't care what position you're in. Submitting that was an infringement upon our relationship.
That is correct.
And so just like if I reveal something deeply personal or whatever that she revealed to me, she would not be happy with it. That's why it's important upon people, again, you understand boundaries of relationships. And again, look, there are things that I know that very high profile people have told me nobody else knows. And if it's a high profile person who's revealed something to me, if their wife asked me about it, I'm gonna be stone faced. I don't care if it's their wife or their sibling. That's something that I have with that individual and not anybody else. So
I'm clear. So needless to say, you don't condone snitching in the community.
Oh, no, let me be perfectly clear. No, that's not snitching. If somebody is committing an act against the community, if somebody's killed somebody, oh, you got to go. I think there's a fundamental problem in our community when we know people who have committed wrongdoing and we are silent about it, but then we complain about the wrongdoing in our community. So I think that is absolutely ridiculous. We have there are morals and values as an individual, and so there's a difference between if somebody killed, harmed, raped someone. That's different than somebody revealing something to you in confidence. That's where trust comes in. That's even biblical. Word is bond. Remember David and Jonathan in the Bible. Remember Jonathan on 3 separate occasions asked David, in the event anything happens to me on the battlefield, you are going to take care of my family and my descendants. David made the covenant. David made the covenant with Jonathan. Jonathan gets killed. David becomes king, and David says, "Who is left from the house of Jonathan?" And they said, "Mephibosheth," which was his son. And he said, "Go get Mephibosheth. As long as I'm king, you will eat at the king's table." That's where word is bond, covenant comes from. So when you have a friendship, I don't care who it is, I don't care, and someone reveals something to you in confidence, whether they say this is in confidence or not, it is simply implied based upon your relationship, then you are to keep that silent. That is different to me when somebody commits an heinous act. That's actually different. We have a problem in our community when we are seeing things happen where people have been harmed and we are silent about that, and knowing full well those folks who have actually, they haven't just harmed an individual, they've actually harmed the community, because you taking somebody's life, that impacts not just them, that impacts their family, their bloodline. It has other ramifications as well.
I actually asked you that question, or I made the comment in jest, but I'm so happy you took it serious and broke it down the way that you did, and gave your because this community is plagued by quote unquote snitching, and the way you just so eloquently put it. I pray to God that this portion of the interview goes viral, because so many people in our community got it all backwards. They got it.
Yeah, we yell no snitching, but we want cops to turn in cops. So you can't be critical of a blue wall if you're not critical of a black wall. The bottom line is wrong is wrong. Thank God Daniel Ellsberg snitched what is now known as the Pentagon Papers. I mean, thank God people have snitched who are whistleblowers who have talked about cancer companies that dump toxins in landfills and in waterways that have impacted environmental racism. So thank God folks snitched on those companies in many ways without whistleblowers. A whistleblower ain't no different than somebody we calling a snitch. That's just a different level. It's the exact same thing, but it is something that's real, and I think we have to take it seriously because it has a negative impact on our community.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.